Hey guys, welcome back for part 3 of my Star Wars collection tour. For part 1 and 2, check the links in the description. Now let's get going. Alright everyone, so let's get this tour started. So guys, I'm going to start out here showing you some of my favorite items. This cabinet is where I keep a lot of my most treasured stuff and a lot of my higher end things. A lot of what I keep in here are things that I either really like a lot, like Dagobah, or hard to find variants like a painted head Taiwan Fett, or just things that have a lot of sentimental meaning to me, like my dad's childhood Death Star. First shelf that we're going to dive right on in here to is the Hoth Shelf. I always thought the planet Hoth was cool, and especially at wintertime, to go outside and play around and pretend you're getting chased by a Wampa or battling in the snowfields is always a great time. This shelf for Hoth is all my vintage stuff. I love Kenner's Hoth line. They did a great job. They gave you all the stuff you needed. You had all the army builders you needed to build your army. The one thing I really wish they would have done was give Hoth Luke a lightsaber. And then here we have it, guys, the first 12, the ones that started it all and led us down the rabbit hole that is Star Wars collecting. Now for the display stand that they have there, I have the mailer box for it and the backdrop. I just have those put away so that you can see the lunch boxes behind it. A quick peek at my blue Snaggletooth, and then we'll go right down the line here and look at the first 12. Now this is my brown-haired Luke and my hollow tubes Tusken Raider, which are some key hard to find variants if you go down the hole of collecting variants for the vintage Kenner line. I love both the Tusken Raider and the Jawa, so here's a little shrine I have, I guess, to the Jawa. Now these two are my Taiwan Boba Fett's. The one on the right is the painted head variant, and the one on the left is just the standard Taiwan. This lunchbox is autographed by Peter Mayhew, right down there for The Empire Strikes Back. And then here's a look at my droids figures. The 3PO is not the Kenner droids 3PO, it's just the Disney Parks one from the early 90s. The next stop on our tour here, guys, is to Dagobah. I absolutely love Dagobah. I don't know what it is about the planet, but the swampy world with Yoda is just great, and especially with the vintage figures. Right there I have my brown snake Yoda. I have an orange snake Yoda stuck back there with Luke and telescope R2-D2. We have the black series Yoda. We have another Bespin Luke. I absolutely love the Bespin Luke. I have a handmade pipe there, which is just the artistry there is awesome. My Black Series Luke and Dagobah Yoda. Moving on here, guys, we have the Death Star, which the Death Star playset from Kenner is just amazing. They had all the play features you need. I have my Death Star gunner up there with some other Imperials. I have the Death Star rope with Luke and Leia, both Taiwan COOs, getting ready to swing across there. And of course, even though this is Death Star 1, you have to have the Emperor and his royal guards there, an Imperial dignitary. I said, Kenner just did everything. They had a trash compactor, they had an elevator. There really wasn't anything else you needed for it. It was the perfect playset. These are just some of my favorite scenes I have set up in my collection, guys, so I thought I'd give you one last look before we moved on. And then on top of there, guys, I have a little shadow box, so I'll give you guys a quick look at that and some other stuff. I have some vintage Indiana Jones figures up there, some vintage TMNT figures, and then show you guys over here. These are some of my Vinylmations for the Star Wars character crossovers, and then some Star Wars Weekends exclusive ones. And then here are just some random carded figures I have up above my door. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There's going to be at least one more part to this room tour video series. Hope you guys have a great day, and may the force be with you.